Greetings, earthly ones. We are here and ready for you to write, Charlotte. Kundalini awakening is an experience of energy like no other, and we are here to help people on earth unlock this power for the sake of themselves and others and of the planet. We are using Charlotte's body as a vessel to exemplify what can happen when Kundalini energy is activated along the spinal column, and we have used many humans like her to exemplify this process. But this is slightly different. We want Charlotte to write about her experiences in detail and relate them to what she and you as human beings term health and illness. So we want to showcase the power of the Kundalini to truly unlock the liminal door, which is something Charlotte touches on in her book, to provide the conditions necessary for the Kundalini to be activated and for health to spontaneously readjust itself from illness to a sense of well-being, with every cell in the body becoming happy and healthy through the energetic resetting of molecular biology through quantum mechanics, as you term it. Quantum energy, as you are uncovering, is universal life force. Kundalini energy is awakening of your own universal life force, expanding your consciousness. Before such a time, energy is dormant. It sits there and for many of you stays there untouched for your whole life. What a waste that is for you and your world. You see, Kundalini is not only part of the life force energy you all need to survive and thrive, that energy that surrounds us and is of everything and anything in this world. Kundalini is a special type of energy. It is consciousness itself rising through your body, up through your chakras, awakening you to a higher state of consciousness, as you would term it. Though we would describe it slightly differently. Yes, a higher state of consciousness in that you are no longer seeing purely through your body, your vessel, at what you see as reality, but through your higher chakras, the heart, the third eye, and the crown chakras, all of which are ultimately what the Kundalini is aiming to unlock, so that you see into a higher state of being in the world, unlocking new dimensions and ways of seeing yourself, your true nature and the nature of the earth, the cosmos and the universe. But also, in a way, this is not a higher or lower state of consciousness, but just perhaps you could say a more balanced and simple state of consciousness, where you have enhanced awareness of who you are essentially, innately, beyond the material existence you call reality, the illusion that you all engage in every day. In this sense, Kundalini awakening allows you to see your pure, simple and natural self, and how this existence bonds and merges with the energies and existence of everyone and everything you come into contact with. The sense of oneness that many speak about when they start to spiritually wake up as such. So let's just stop there for a minute. As for some, we know this will be a lot to process. So let's just take a moment to introduce ourselves. As the heading suggests, we are Jemima Willowby. We are a soul collective of beings channeled through Charlotte. She's been aware of our existence for a while, since she started a soul writing course, which allowed us to make contact with her, and we have been speaking together since Christmas 2021. This is really when Charlotte's book came into fruition. We helped her write it, some would say we downloaded it to her. She knew it wasn't the finished product. We have so much more to download, and we know Charlotte, through us, has this urge to research and find out about so much more, which we plan on feeding her. We encourage her inquisitive mind, as it will be of benefit to us and to you most likely. She plans on doing a new book called Kundalini Celt as a PhD, and we encourage this as a means to unlocking the information we have in store for her and for the world. Today, we gave Charlotte the idea to channel us, as we felt it was time. We led her to a video on YouTube where Christy Whitman, a student of Abraham Hicks, spoke and exhibited channeling of what she called the Light Council. We implanted a similar idea in Charlotte's mind. We know that Charlotte always knew she was going to do something with Jemima. She was constantly making notes of things to explore in terms of business ideas and books. However, we couldn't quite get to the stage of planting the seed before now, as she had so many other distractions happening with her job, her family, her ego mind, taking her in this way and that, which we don't forsake her. We know how difficult it is to live in this world of multiple layers of complexities and chaos, even despite her awakening mind and soul. We know the awakening process is so much more complicated than just waking up and becoming one with the universe. That's actually never truly possible in the earthly process due to the heaviness of your existence in physical form, in this body that acts, reacts, and contracts in so many ways. So now, in 2023, with her book on the cusp of coming out this autumn, we knew this was the time for our ideas to merge and for our plan to start taking shape in more real terms. We know for sure that Charlotte is quite confused about where this is leading and what is happening, because she has nothing in her head to write about at this moment, but is surprised to see she has already written over 900 words. She had the idea to channel this morning, but did not think for one moment that anything quite like this would start coming out. Although she is convinced channeling is a thing. She read all Neale Donald Walsh's Conversations with God books nearly 20 years ago, and she follows many people online who are channelers. But she hadn't really thought that this would be her thing. She still isn't sure, but we know we will be able to convince her as time goes on. So watch this space, Charlotte and world. We are about to embark on a teaching journey of discovery. And yes, Charlotte, energy stories are going to form the central theme of these teachings. These aren't just your ideas, Charlotte. These are ideas that are stemming and merging together from us as we wish this information to be absorbed by the world in which you live. I think it is important before we go today that we explain who we are, as for some the term soul collective may be a little ambiguous. When we say we are a soul collective, what we mean by this is that we are light beings, spirits if you like, guiding light forces from other realms that culminate for the good of different dimensions to guide civilizations in the right way. We know your civilization has been struggling for a long time, and we believe it is time to intervene for the higher good of all involved. Not because you can't cope yourselves, we are sure that you can, but just to rustle up some cardinal principles and conditions to allow you to thrive. As many of you are starting to realise, the COVID pandemic was one such chance for a reset, and many of you, like Charlotte spoke about in her book, have had a spiritual awakening, in that you are waking up from the illusion of the culture and the world in which you reside. You are seeing it for what it is, and as a result, you are then challenging and concurrently dissolving your ego mind. But it's leaving a void for a while as you start to figure out what the new level of existence may consist of. We are here to help with this transition into a new level of existence. We don't like the term level because, as we say, it's not really higher or lower than where you have been. It was always there, dormant, waiting for you. It is your true essential self, the I am, as they call it. We know it can be difficult going through the transition from being asleep and waking up and all the health issues that arise along the way. Therefore, we felt it was important for us to interject, to use Charlotte and her writing as a vessel to understand and forego the suffering that Earth existence seems to offer so many inhabitants. Although suffering is part of the process of waking up, we believe you go through too much, and so we are here to provide tools and resources to help you rein in the preoccupation with pain and suffering, and to reach the heights of molecular health and happiness we mentioned earlier today, by helping those that wish to step through that liminal door. And we hope people are open to our suggestions. We know some of you are ready for our words. We also know some will not wish to even contemplate such an avenue of exploration. And for those people, we wish it was different, but we understand and appreciate your honesty and in declining our services. We are here to serve those ready to accept the help and support and only use energy for that end. Good tidings, earthlings. We honour your existence humbly and look forward to working with you over the coming months and years as we prepare for this important work together.